up, everybody? Jason Gulick, Mark Klodzinski, Deeds, Goo. Our guest today is the president of the IWCA, buddy of ours, out of Houston, Texas, a cleaner in his own right. What generation cleaner are you, Scott?
I am Ehrenkranz. I'm third generation.
Third
Technically fourth
generation.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Third/fourth generation window
Sure,
cleaner,
we'll call it.
IWCA president. And what is the name of your company?
Texas window cleaning and waterproofing.
Texas
Nice.
window cleaning and waterproofing.
Yep.
Mr. Scott Ehrenkranz. Scott, great to see you, buddy.
That's nice.
What's going on, everyone? Thanks for having me.
Happy Wednesday. I took my soundboard off of the system today. I'm shooting straight from the phone. We've been having some technical difficulties on my end on the computer, so we're gonna stick with this and see how it goes.
Not your fault. It's those Chinese hackers, dude. Don't.
Yeah, your
Take the
computer
blame
just
for
went
that.
crazy on Monday.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. I literally can see a bunch of letters and numbers just start filling up my browser, and
Count balance 0.
yeah. Well, they don't got much to get in there anyway, so.
Well, it's
They
never
don't
good
have
when they're
much-
just clicking and sticking while you're
And,
watching
fish,
it.
and fishing for information. So
Have you
Yeah.
taken
Yeah, what-
gotten get service or anything?
not yet. I've been so busy. So my son Julian, who I've talked about quite a bit on the show, just turned 16, got his license, got a new vehicle for him. Trying to get everything situated on that. I took it down to discount yesterday to get a alignment and a balance or whatever. And they're like, "Do you know that your tires are 10 and 11 years old?" No, they look great to me. Well, we can't work on anything that has tires over 10 years old. And I'm like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me."
It's
Like I
the
came in,
rubbers.
Upsell.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
And I came in, I was like, "Look, man, I just had to add a kid to insurance, add a car to insurance. I came in for like the 89.99, balance rotation type alignment deal. And now you're gonna tell me that I'm
policy,
gonna,
bro.
I'm gonna need to spend anywhere between $500 and $1,000 for tires, right?" And he's like, "Well," and I said, "Man, I just gave him my keys. I gotta go." And
Yeah.
he hands me the keys and he's like, "Well, can I have you talk to the manager?" I'm like, "Bro, he's not gonna do anything for me. Like what?" And then the guy's like, "Well, can we see about maybe getting him some used tires?" I'm all, "Bitch, I had fucking used tires. Now you're gonna try and sell me
Trying to
some?"
upgrade me the
That's
more.
a good sales guy.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what,
that's
dude?
funny.
And at this point, like I'm already a little bit invested because I had already made phone calls just to set up this, just to get there
Yeah.
on time and get there early. I was there 15 minutes before they opened. I'm waiting in line. Sorry,
You're good, man.
I'm getting there.
It's funny,
Some
like,
woman,
your pain.
some woman shows up like 3 minutes before the doors open, and then she sits in front of the door, even though there's these landscapers behind me who were here before me, and then me, but yet she gets service first, and I like that already pushed me one over the edge. Then the guy telling me I needed to buy new tires because the rubber gets hot, and I'm like, this vehicle has
Change your
been
rubbers, bro.
yeah, this vehicle has been stored inside a garage and it's been driven like once a month for the last, I don't know. It's got 140,000 miles on it. It's a
Yeah.
2006. What do you want me to tell you? It's in good shape.
Right.
And he's like, "Well, we can't." And I know the alignment's off because it's fucking pulling hard. It's like, "Hi, I want to eat your tire." Like that's how hard it's pulling.
Like Stevie
So-
Wonder's driving.
Yeah, so I got that all squared away. I ended up buying some tires because I didn't
Oh, good.
really feel. Yeah, well, I didn't feel. At that point, I don't have time to go transfer more energy into making more phone calls, calling other people, looking for other. I just don't. I mean, me, Deeds, we're all busy. We don't have time to fuck around. If I
Dude,
save
really have
100
time
and
to get a haircut. I know what that's like.
if I spend another hour and a half of my energy, it's not worth $150, right?
Yeah.
Like I just
Yeah.
don't have the fucking time.
I'm
So
probably doing the same thing, but yeah.
that's what I did. That's
Scott,
what I
how many-
did.
How many trucks do you have in your fleet, Scott? Do you have to buy tires for them?
Oh shit! I should have counted. I think we have 10 right now.
10.
Ooh,
Cool.
ooh.
What do you have like a mileage for the change up for your tires for your vehicles? Like every 50,000, every 20, or just when they look like shit?
The guys will take them in and get them fixed, and then give me the bill.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
yeah, they take care of the trucks because they like the phone calls that we get from customers, so they make sure that it's all clean and looking fresh, and the tires are safe to drive. And they have like long trips out to from downtown to the Woodlands all the time to Galveston.
Yeah.
They want to make sure everything's safe. So
Smart.
and they'll run it by me first if it's going to be like all four of them, but if it's just one,
Not bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
My work truck, I'm in need of 2 front tires, so I'm kind of like flirting with disaster. I only got a 10-15 mile radius, so I'm dropping into Fulshire Katy at the furthest from I-10 Katy area. But yeah, let's talk about tires. It has me nervous because I do need 2 brand new tires on the front and a tire rotation. So I'll be staying discount tire here this week.
Discount or what's the other one? NTV?
Big O.
Yeah, I do
Do you
discount
guys have?
around the house, and they have the warranty bullshit.
Yeah, I do discount too because I'm a sucker for a warranty, and I like the free. You get your tires checked out, and all that other nonsense. So yeah, you pay out the ass when you first buy them, but that warranty typically makes it's that value that we try to build for our clients. Discount does it to you. They just bend you over first before they do it.
Yeah.
We'll gladly take the nail after we put it in your ass. Like, but no, that's the cool. They got the tire at the road hazard thing. So if you get a nail in your tire, they'll pull it out, patch it for free, or give you a price on your tires. So
that's a big deal for me, and I took advantage of that on my work truck already. So that's one of the reasons why I continue to use them.
yes.
No, that's pretty much it.
Dude, I get nails in my tire all the time. So yeah, I'm always there.
It sucks.
Yeah. Plus we're working with construction sites and whatnot. So
hey,
not often that I don't leave with a nail.
Let's give a quick shout out to some of our friends that are in the chat. Damien's here, Craig's here, Eric Leonardo, Adam Hogan. I think I saw one of the Knicks. For some reason, Craig, I'm not able to.
Cordine, Zach, yeah, Nick Anderson. Telly Levi Smith is in the house. We got some Damien.
Awesome. Yeah.
Morning, guys.
So let's talk a little bit of IWCA. I mean, I know that you own and run a business, but you also dedicate a ton of time to the IWCA. How do you separate your time from business when it comes to your personal work, and then the IWCA and the new title and responsibilities that you have? What are some of the things that you're trying to manage, take care of? What are some of the goals that you have that you'd like to take care of for the IWCA in the next 11 months or however much time you have left?
Man,
as president.
That's a loaded question.
Like, got it.
5 of those. Yeah. Okay. So how do I manage my time? Definitely have it's a lot of organization for my calendar and making sure that I take precedent for what pays the bills first. And and obviously make time for the IWCA where I can, and that's a lot more this year than I've ever thought imaginable. But a lot of that time has currently been with the whole. Man, I'm an event like coordinator. It feels like at this point, like it is not easy or what I thought it was. It's just a lot of work, man. Just trying to get this whole contract figured out with PWNA, which we got. That's behind us now, and now it's just getting the contract with the hotel for 2027, which I thought we were going to sign last week, so I could announce it here. But the contract came on Friday. I know, man. The contract came on Friday, and there were so many things that just were not correct on what we discussed and what we had in writing. But when the contract came, there was just I don't know. The food and beverage was off. It's just like, okay, can't sign this. And then, anyways, I should have something hopefully before the end of the week. Fingers crossed. So anyway, so goals. Man, cleaning up house. We got a lot of cleaning up to do because we basically had and I don't want to go in the weeds on this one. We had a incoming president who had a conflict of interest with our management team, and so we had to let go of both those people. Well, actually, the incoming president resigned, and that's kind of why Joe did 2 terms. anyway, so now we pushed the reset button that last year, and now we're in full go mode and cleaning up. So I don't know if that even answered any question at all, but
It did. It did.
It gives us a dive in there.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of have an idea of some of the stuff that you like because Mark and I were at the most recent IWCA. We kind of know a little bit about backstory on building things back up, continuing to build. What is the it's not subscription, but how do you continue to build
Membership base.
Thank you. Membership base. I'm guessing that membership base is something that you're always looking to add to.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm membership chair, so that's definitely a high priority for me.
Yeah, and I know that you said you couldn't announce anything, but can you give us a list of maybe one or two cities that they're down to, or can you tell us? I want to go back to that last one.
Rhymes with banana.
Okay, I can say, you and I discussed like what 3 places in Orlando. It's in one of those states.
Okay, so we're talking Texas, Florida, or the third one was Georgia.
Savannah, I think.
All right, so we're still in that.
That's what I'm going with.
Still in that range.
Works.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
I'm excited. I've spent a lot of time, more time than I've ever had on convention this year, just to get the perfect spot, and I'm stoked about this one. So,
nice.
That's
fingers are crossed.
You will have fun, I promise.
That is outstanding to hear. And I really think that it's awesome that you made sure that you went back through and double checked those the contracts. Nothing like
cross the T's and dot the I's.
Nothing like getting somewhere.
Lowercase J's.
Yes. The lowercase J's.
I was going to do that. Swinging for the fences. All right.
Important.
Let's talk. We talk a little bit about IWCA, and I know that's always important and something that we want to bring up. But let's talk about your business. You mentioned your 3rd/4th generation. I remember you telling a story to, I think it was Deeds and I, or maybe you told it on one of the shows that you go back as a child going to these events back in the late 80s, early 90s. Is that correct?
Yeah. So, I mean, I got a picture somewhere of me at the first event. I was actually 3.5 in 1990. In 1990, it was in Orlando. I was 3. The first official one was actually in Lubbock, where they, kind of all came together and decided to have a org with Marty Racenstein and Ed Ray and a bunch of, cowboy window cleaners that own a business. So anyway, my dad was part of that. Yeah. And that was part of that. And then I don't remember going to any until I really turned like 14 or 15, where I was, working with my dad, working with the residential crews. And so, yeah, it was just cool to go and see what the hell my dad has been up to for so long. And, so been to a lot of good ones, been a lot of bad ones, and everything in between.
When you say watch your dad and see what he was really doing, people think, when we're window cleaners that all we really do is clean windows. When you're 14 years old and then you find out really how your dad operates and what a window cleaner actually does, other than clean windows, what do you think was the biggest surprise to you? Like when you're like, damn, my dad has to do this or my dad has to do that. Like, what is the one thing that people don't realize that we as window cleaners spend a lot of time on?
That it's a very professional industry that something to be proud of. And when you say a window cleaner as a kid, I didn't fully understand what that meant. It kind of just sounded, okay, this is something like I want my dad to come to do like show and tell or whatever at career day. And then he did, right? And it was awesome. And, like seeing the, I love the IWCA because it really professionalizes the industry, right? From every aspect, safety, just, you name it, you're going to get it. The networking, you'll meet people with $20 million building or $20 million companies. So it's wild. And, you get access to them and can talk shop with them and hang out with them and drink a beer or some non-alcoholic beers. And, have a great time and learn and have their number and be friends with them. So, anyways,
That's spot on, man. And you and I talked a little bit personally too. It's like, so I told you a story, Deeds and I had been, internet friends. We've been buddies in the chat rooms. And then the IWCA 2025 comes up, and about 2, 3 weeks ahead of time, prior to us going, Deeds and I start texting each other. And then we become, friends on text too. And then we're like, hey, we're going to meet up here. Let's hang out when we get there. And then all of a sudden it's a day early. And he's like, hey, man, I'm going to go early. You want to go? And I'm like, well,
that's the move.
yeah,
Vegas.
I guess. Like, let me check with the wife. Let me see if the boss says it's okay.
My
So
wife.
then I get out there, and we're there like 2 days early now. Because it says usually the date is on, let's say it's a Wednesday. Well, you get there Wednesday, and then it actually doesn't start. The floor room doesn't really open until a Thursday. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So
Yep.
we're there on a Tuesday, and now all of a sudden we're like, damn, what are we gonna do for 2 days? So
Binions, baby.
yeah, we spent a
It's
bunch
so
of time.
boring here. What are we gonna do?
We spent a bunch of time getting to know one another. I spent my 4 days stipend. I think maybe like 3 hours, Deeds. I don't know.
You don't put hundreds in the goddamn machine, so we break that
Yeah,
up into fives and tens. I'm just saying.
yeah. I didn't do that, but we became close buddies, and it's one of the cool things about these events, whether it be the IWCA, whether it be the huge, whether it be some networking events or masterminds or things like that we go to, that we get an opportunity to meet other people. And you kind of have a similar story about something like that, right?
Yeah, man. A lot of people like that actually. Almost most people on the board, I have a great relationship. But I met 2017. We were at Weekapot, Arizona. This resort. It was really cool resort. Anyway, so I'm trying to grow the residential sector.
Come
I know,
back.
man. I know. So trying to grow the residential sector of our company, where that's really where I worked in as a young lad. Grew up, and then it was all just high rise. So trying to grow the residential sector, I went to a residential panel class, and I was just sitting there, and this tall Viking dude that just comes in and sits right next to me. He looks a little hungover, and I don't know, I just met him, and so I'm just a very curious person, and they talk, replacing screens and how to clean a screen, and I don't know. Long story short, that person's Greg Reed, and he was just like, yeah, we just break them on accident and then upsell them and fix them and replace them. And I thought it was the funniest shit I ever heard in my life, because I'm not expecting that from a stranger. Just and so yeah, we became just honestly best friends since then. So yeah, I got him to join the board as soon as I was on the board, just to have that
that homeboy.
Yeah, very selfishly, but it worked out. He became president before me, so he's laughing now.
Cool.
Right.
Shout out to Greg Reed. That's a great story.
If you haven't met him, he's the best.
Yeah, he and I had a good opportunity to chat for a second. Deeds and I had just got done. When we were at the IWCA, I think it was Thursday or Friday night was the night of the speed competition and all that stuff. We visited with almost everybody in there, got some footage, then we went outside. Everything's done. We're going to visit with Grace and I think Logan from Renew, and a couple of us, ending our night,
Right.
having a quick puff, just kind of like decompressing amongst ourselves. Then we walk back in, and there's like a table of like 30 of you guys just smoking stogies, putting them back, just having a fucking hoot. Like, everybody's ripping and roaring. And I'm like, oh, dude, Deeds and I have a flight at like 6 a.m. Actually, I think his was at like 5. So we got to get up in like 3-4 hours. And we're walking past, and everybody sees us and like, hey. So we get called over. Yeah, we get called over. Yeah. And everyone's like congratulating me and shaking my hand and telling you well done and good speech and this and that. And I'm like, I turn around to say, this isn't me. This is actually from my man Deeds. Like this is a joint collaboration.
Talk to
And I
this
turn
guy. I wanna go.
I turn around
Good
to
change.
tell everybody how much it's Deeds, that helped get me this award, and this fucker's gone. He and Corey
That's the
climbed
move.
this. He and Corey
It is
climbed
first
this just,
rodeo.
and I'm
Those
like,
stogies and all that look really good. I would have been there for a while. I would have missed my
Yeah.
flight.
Yeah, man. Those 10-minute conversations turn into 4 hours, and then it's 3 a.m. and
But I actually,
I'll take
that
a
was what I was
snifter.
getting at, is I got an opportunity. There was two really old timers there. They wanted to visit and talk shop a little bit. But Greg was there, and I got some really cool interaction with him, and I got to meet and know him just a little bit. But it was really, it's kind of what I'm getting at, is sometimes you never know who you're going to get an opportunity to meet and or see at these events. And if you just take the time, it can be life changing. And
yeah,
I
love it.
got to
That's
say,
why I love
going to
it.
these events, every time I've gone, something has changed in my life every single time I go to one, and it's always for the better. I
Awesome.
mean,
Awesome.
sure, you could have your bucket stolen out of the back of your pickup truck or something like that at one of these events, but then you could walk out with 6 poles. Who knows? I don't know. That
watch
did
your
happen.
bucket.
Was that in Vegas or is that last year?
No, that was in Vegas. I rolled with I think all my equipment in the back of my truck, and I got everything is kind of organized. Yeah, everything
That's
is
smart.
organized neatly though, because it's kind of difficult because of the way everything is jigsaw puzzled and packed in there. Like it's very difficult to just grab anything. Like they couldn't get my water fed tank without making a mess, or grab a pole, or doing this without making a bunch of noise.
Yeah.
So I
Would you
figure,
leave back there an Atom, or was that your X2?
no, yeah, it was my Max Plus.
Yeah. Just sitting.
But
in the
I had
back of the
everything.
truck.
I had
Really good.
everything organized like perfectly, and then I was like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just put my. I had my silencer and a couple of my favorite mops and squeegees shoved in a bucket through the lid on the bucket. Figured, nobody will take. Nobody.
Any convention in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and that's the only
Hey,
thing.
you live anywhere, where?
That's the only thing they got. So Deeds and I are walking around. He's like, "Hey, maybe a bum stole it so they could use the go to the bathroom in it or something." So
It's a transportable bathroom. It was a 5-gallon Edelray yellow bucket. You can't miss it. You're just looking for a hobo taking a shit on a sidewalk with a yellow bucket. But we didn't see
Maybe he's making some money now, and you did a good thing, and you didn't even know it.
that was kind of our thought process too, as we're wandering around the Golden Nugget trying to see if we can find a yellow bucket, but we did not.
Yeah.
Some I'm looking for him. The Golden Nugget.
Man, that was one of the actually one of the lighter things that we saw. We did see a gal get dragged out of the hotel and basically beaten on. That was wild too. That same trip, we helped Zane prepare for his upcoming nuptials. It was outstanding. So
awesome.
Yeah, man. Just getting
Vegas is fun. The IWCA should be back in Vegas within 5 years. I know they want to stay away from the West Coast, but let's
no. We actually go West Coast, East Coast, and then
cool.
Now that we're kind of doing the same with PWNA, we're trying to figure out, which has been a lot of that time I was talking about, trying to find the perfect hotel for both orgs, which it's hard, man. It's hard. So, anyways, but yeah,
a bunch of prima donnas on both sides.
East Coast, yeah. Well, I mean, they have certain needs, right? Like their vendors, they come with a big, they come with big equipment and have their trucks and all that. So you need to make sure that hotel can accommodate that. So we had one place in New Orleans that we thought was just done. Like it checked all the boxes. So we thought, but there's actually a freight elevator from the ground floor to the 5th floor that you have to put all your stuff in.
Got it.
So
heavy. And
it's also a union. So you have to, so we have like 80 vendors or maybe 50 vendors trying to all like line up in one day and unload their stuff
into one freight
elevator. It's just
yeah, that sounds like madness.
Yeah, okay. I don't know how this works for any convention, but moving on.
Yeah, and that's one of those I's and T's that you want to cross, right? Like you're double checking everything, or lowercase J's. I like J's.
That's such a funny scene.
And I assume you have all the proper paperwork. Yes, crossed all the T's and dotted all the lowercase J's.
J's.
Good shit. Well,
So let me ask you a question, Scott. When you're, how often are you in the field? Are you ever like back on the glass, or are your responsibilities, have they taken you away from actual window cleaning duties?
Yeah, so really, I was on the glass as a teenager and in my 20s, just to kind of get, to understand what's going on with the business, so I can then, talk to my employees with, a certain amount of intelligence, and gain their respect that that you kind of need to be their employer as their the son. So I don't get on glass anymore. I mean, I'll go up on a swing stage just to look at some waterproofing stuff that we're doing, or some pressure washing, or some glasses and getting her stored the right way. But as far as cleaning the glass, I haven't done that probably since the IWCA speed contest, to be honest, or my own windows. So
it happens. We're all guilty of that.
So you clean your own windows. You don't have some newbie come by and
yeah, I
check out
clean
your
my own
house
windows.
and yeah.
Newbie, no. I mean, if I would have my employees do it, but I could do my windows.
Well, I like to have sometimes a new person, or I like to have people train on my house, because there's a lot of different variables at my house in particular. There's sunscreens on the side, there's ladder climbs, there's, I think I had like 6 different size windows, which is a pain in the ass.
Good.
Um, so I just figured like, oh well, I don't have to do it. But now I've had Billy for over 2 years back. He's been back with me over 2 years now. So I haven't had to really train anybody on my house for a long time. So I
Good.
guess I do my own windows these days.
You
What are you
do.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Do.
Yep.
What do
My,
you do?
My daughter is 11 and she's, starting to ask, well, where can I make money? Can I do babysitting? I'm like, you're a little too young, 11. There's not too much you can do. So she's like, well, can I come to work with you? Like, well, I'm a solo operator guy, so I just do one, 2 or 3 jobs a day, really, whatever. But I'm really considering getting her into the window cleaning, because as I grow, I want to get more route work. I want to do storefronts and stuff, just keep myself busy in the winter and whatever. So I might have my daughter, maybe son, because he'll get jealous, all pissed off if she's doing it. But I've got so much extra equipment, so I've kind of built him a bow web and a belt in the garage, and I'm just waiting to see, do I want to get him the window cleaning bug or whatever. But we'll have really clean windows in the house.
Do it.
Yeah,
I agree.
And if I file taxes and stuff correctly, I can give him a salary and stuff. So
$9,900. Yeah, $9,999.
There you go.
put him on the books.
Well, we homeschool. Just have them, walk around and put on some door hangers or something.
It's a great idea too. People love children, and they love to just give money to kids for no reason. Dietz, you and I talked about that earlier, or personally off air. Julian's 16 now. Obviously during the school and soccer season, he can't do anything Monday through Friday. And then at nights, he's jammed with soccer and all that. But summer is just around the corner. We're about less than 6 weeks away. Today is what, April 15th, 13th? What
tax
day is
day.
it? It's tax
15.
day. So he gets out of school in a month and 2 days. So I'm like, Jay, I'm going to get you on the glass. Like, I need to teach you. He has wheels now. I told him gas is expensive. You need to be doing something on my end to cover your end. I'm not paying for your gas to go everywhere. So you're going to have to
Craig,
pick up some.
get your ass a job.
You're going to have to get your ass a job.
How much is gas in Arizona right now?
$4.95.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. Here in the Katy area, $3.59 is where you get a good deal, but it's like $3.89.
Holy shit.
Credit card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
$3.89 in my area. I don't think it's.
So Grace says that you need to let her go out with you, Mark. Nina, 12-year-old, asked if she can they can help as well. Let's see here. Jake says, let him run flyers on a scooter. Keeps her active and keeps making some money. And Craig also wants to know, does the IWCA take applications for those who might want to become a part of the function? I don't know if you got that one. That I don't know. Craig,
I'm thinking he wants to join committees or something.
Yeah, Craig. You know where to reach me?
Got it. Way too much. Arizona did jump so fast. Nina Lamb, Nina is, I think, kind of new to our show, but I know that she recently was on Window Cleaning Nation and picked up a nice little gift card.
$2,000
So
gift card. Yeah, that's
What?
awesome.
props to Nina
Nina
Lamb, and
Lamb.
props to the guys at Window Cleaning Nation. I know that they're actually hosting an event next month, I think it's May 16th. So they're going to have a get down in Draper, which is
Utah.
just outside of Salt Lake City. It's a little suburb. It's not really outside. It's in Salt Lake City, but it's a suburb. So yeah, that's
West
going
Coast
on.
Pencil, right?
It's just soaking in Utah.
Yeah, and it's just soaking. You're too much, Deeds.
In the
So
city.
yeah, on Saturday the 16th, Window Cleaning Nation is doing that. So shout out to them.
They're giving away 4 $250 gift cards. So be there, be
That's
square.
pretty
Oh.
sweet. I'm
Yeah,
actually so
WCR
I looked up flights yesterday and I found some stuff. It's not too reasonably I mean it's not that bad of a ticket. So I'm contemplating going. It's also like an hour and 20-minute flight. And I loved when I was there in September. I was there twice in September and I absolutely loved it. So Utah, if you guys are
Gorgeous.
listening, yeah, it
Yeah.
is pretty gorgeous.
Majestic state.
And I'll tell you, dude, there's a lot of slangers out there, man. A lot of dudes get down.
Salt Lake's like Florida, right? There's like 40 of them. There's a lot.
There's a shit ton. There's a shit ton. I mean, James Riley's out there, Nick Coletti, Jordan Eklund, Jake Van O, Koleski's out there. There's a bunch.
Imagine
of
being a
dudes.
Mormon having like 9 kids and all of them are your window cleaning children. Like that would be a pretty cool
Good idea.
powerhouse company. Like my 9 kids window cleaning.
Probably so. There, that's a good name.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's either Catholic or Mormon.
Yeah.
So
I
I got-
was snowboarding in Park City, and I saw a dude water feeding one of the restaurants or something. And I was like, dope.
In the
Nice.
winter, huh? You're
Yeah.
snowboarding and a dude's out there
Yeah,
water fetting.
I don't see snow, so I don't know what's normal.
Outstanding. Oh, so it looks like Jake said that they're going to be doing a mag scrubber giveaway. Oh, Jake,
Awesome.
I saw that last. He said he got a room if somebody needs to crash. I might be hollering at Jake. We may just have to figure this out. Better question though, not a better question, but Eric Leonardo wants to know, Scott, what is the IWCA for, and what does it do?
It is the
What does it do,
International
Danny? What
Window
does it
Cleaning
do?
Association. What does it do? It is a nonprofit that was started by window cleaners, still run by window cleaners, and we want to promote safety and professionalism and want to make sure that everyone that wants to has a place to come to and have a community and learn how to come home safely and how to use tools correctly and how to go home safe and go a lot of money too. Hopefully.
Hell
You
yeah.
guys, the IWCA is a
Hell
huge
yeah.
advocate. You know, you guys work with OSHA to change laws and safety
Yeah.
regulations to make us safer.
But yeah, we have an ambassadorship with OSHA. We're one out of I think 13 nonprofits that have that. And so basically, if you look at anchor certifications, it'll say ANSI OSHA I-14. Because we talk to OSHA, we report to OSHA on what we think needs to be the standard for the industry, and then it takes like however many years for that to actually happen because the government doesn't move at a
Conjunction function.
So we're working on
Right.
getting the whole water fed that 10 feet minimum from a
Power line.
that it is currently to I forget the exact wording, but the length of the pole plus the body plus some feet, which is really important because when it was first written, water fed wasn't what it is today, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like
They're not going to get shocked. They don't go up there too often. And now everyone and their mother's got one.
yeah, man.
Careful.
I know of a person that basically just evaporated when they got
Wow.
electrocuted. So, yeah, man, it's for real
I'm getting
and not to be taken lightly.
That's why we go
Gotta
to
be
these
careful.
events, and that's why we go to these events, get proper training, learn the do's and don'ts. let's
Let-
let's talk do's and don'ts real quick. Uh, let's. Can you think of one do and one don't for any new person or a person in there that's just trying to get started? I know we don't have a ton of those in here, but they can be funny or they can just be just straight truth. You know what I mean? I don't really care, but one do and one don't of window cleaning.
Definitely buy professional tools and make sure you do change your rubber, Mark.
Ah,
That is
Change those
yeah.
important. I know a lot of people don't, and they wonder why they have streaky windows. So if you're just getting into it, make sure you get something from WCR, wherever, and have good rubbers and change them often when they start to dull out. So let's do.
Yeah,
Right?
Scott, it's like you've done this before.
No,
It's
no,
like
maybe.
it's like you've done this before. Kudos
Yeah,
on
man.
that one.
I had to prep for that one.
Bravo. Teach,
Don't
what do you,
don't
what do you,
good.
no, you
I
guys,
was gonna
Scott.
say,
Don't do any residential work without knowing OSHA 1910. Might help save your life.
Okay, and what is OSHA 1910?
OSHA 1910 is basically, it talks about roof safety, which everyone should know, regardless of if you have an employer or not, even though OSHA really only applies to people with employees. But, some people say that you're an employee because they hired you, people on, your customers, clients.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. It's important to just know it and read it. And I could explain it, but we'd be here for about 3 hours. That's why we have classes for OSHA 1910 at the IWCA convention.
very
And
smart.
another good plug. Man,
Right.
you're just smashing. Deeds, what do you think? Doing a don't of window cleaning.
Well, I'm trying to type OSHA 1910 here. I like Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It's pretty good. That's my do. No, he's right. Buy professional equipment.
Oh my
because
God.
It'll make your life easier, and you're just going to kick yourself if you don't. OSHA 1910. Yeah, that's not a good banner. Let's go back and cancel that. But sorry. Yeah, and don't forget to change your resin. Don't push your resin to 8 parts or 11 or 15 parts per million before you get your lazy ass to change your resin out. Unspray it, get your resin and change it. That way
That's
you're
a bag.
to the zeros
Yo.
and 01s. Don't spill any of that.
Hey, I got a fat sack. So
She
shout out to Kaylee. I needed some resin, and I called her up and set it up and got some new resin. Did two resin swap outs yesterday. One for myself on the Max Plus over here. I don't use my water fed too often. I bought that one back in 2024 of August. I didn't get it until like mid-September, I want to say. And then I didn't start using it till October. So I got about 18 months on there. And I barely was pushing 10 right now. So I swapped everything out, pushing a 0 and a 1, out the 0. So I'm excited. Really stoked about that. There's a gentleman in the rooms too, Tanner Peterson, TJ Peterson. In December, he had a bunch of his pressure washing equipment and window cleaning equipment stolen, and Gabe Gutierrez put together a meetup, and so Gabe, myself, TJ, like 3 other guys, White Dove Cleaning, I think is the name of, or White Dove or White Glove, cleaning came out, and my buddy Chad from the East Side, Queen.
I want to be Chad.
He's like Gilbert. Yeah, Chad is awesome. So we all meet this dude, Tanner TJ, who just got his gear stolen, and we're all giving him some gear and just have him kind of like a version of what Window Cleaning
Baby
Nation
shower?
is doing next month. No, a very smaller version. It was lunch at Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's just say it. Let's just call it what it is.
Good for you guys for giving them all that.
Yeah, but
advice.
it was 7 of us, and TJ and I have kept in communication. And so he's like, "Hey, do you have any resin?" And there used to be a location, like a window cleaning store in town in Scottsdale, that would swap out resins for you. And yeah, so there used to be a location that would do that. Well, they're no longer around. So I figured I might as well just get a big old bag,
Ho
I
ho
love
ho.
I love a big old bag. So I got
That's
a
not the
big
kind
old
you can
bag.
smoke, though, man. Don't smoke that.
Not that resin. I got a big old bag, and we did a couple resin swap outs and learned our equipment a little better yesterday. So that was a really fun day.
Yep.
And it was a cool way to visit. For an hour. He pops by once or twice a month, and we visit and talk shop a little bit. And it's kind of fun. He does a lot of other things than window cleaning too. He was doing some bird proofing yesterday. I don't know if any of you guys are into that. Um, but yeah, it's just always fun to get together with guys and figure it out. Um,
Definitely.
speaking of figuring it out, our homie Chuck D, Charles Smith, he's getting ready to go do a presentation today. I know he's going to figure it out.
Nail it.
Chuck, yeah, Chuck is always prepared. I'm sure he's got some great things to share with the people in his city and at this event. So, Chuck, we're wishing you luck. Everyone is pulling for you. Good luck. Kick ass, take names, do well, my man. It's going to be a blast for you today.
Hey,
Don't
Chuck,
forget,
you're going to kill it, bro. You already know this stuff.
fuck yeah.
Just
You're
speak
the,
it out.
you're
What
the
what would
professional.
Brian Bortano do?
Yeah.
What would
Good luck, man. You're going to kill it, though.
Brian Boitano do? I am so excited
He'd
to
make a
see
plan
all
and
of our.
follow through. That's what Brian Bortano would do.
Uh,
Okay.
that's a South Park reference, right?
Ah.
Yeah. It
Yeah. Or
I've seen that one.
what would I can hear it in my head.
is. Exactly.
Um,
That's the point of these things, is to make it play in your head rent free, so I don't have to say it.
It's
All
funny.
day.
You'll say something under your breath that just makes me laugh that I don't think anyone gets except for like a few
Thank you.
niche. Like,
Well, I get texts from
Where did
people like,
that come
"Come on, where did that come from? Like, why did you think that was weird?" Laugh.
Yeah,
dude, my
I
son
get
says
it.
crab people all the time.
I get them all the time too, and I get my friends or listeners telling me, "Man, D's." I'm like, "Why are you guys telling me? Tell him. He's the funny one. Like, he's the best, bro." Oh, he cracks me up.
My wife's like,
Um,
Yeah.
eye rolls.
So Codreen says, "Welcome, Peter Bendy." I'm not sure if Peter's in the room or in the chat still. If you're new to the show, we want to say thank you for popping in. As I mentioned earlier, our guest is the IWCA president, Scott Ehrenkranz. We're just talking all sorts of stuff, window cleaning, how he's no longer on the glass because he's too busy taking care of all stuff IWCA and taking care of business stuff. But one of the things that we like to do on Wednesdays, Scott, is talk about what's in your bucket.
What's in your bucket?
So I don't know what Deeds is up to today. What are you up to today, Deeds?
I'm doing a gutter cleaning today. And
So do
I'm
you
in
have
the
your
chair.
gutter gizmo?
It's in the truck, or it's in the garage. I can get
So
it. Let's talk
that's
about
what's
it.
in your bucket. Hold on. So today I am going to be doing a exterior clean. It's like 60 something pieces. The client has, I don't know, 50 freaking sunscreens. So today I'm going to be doing some screen cleaning. And in my hand, I have something called Dirty Boys Window Screen Cleaner. I've used it a couple times. This stuff kicks ass. It's local to me. There's a gentleman named Jason that manufactures this stuff. You can actually find it on the WCR website. So if you're looking for something different to clean your screens, here you go.
How do you do it?
When-
I'm curious.
so this one actually you add to a bucket. There's a couple different ways you can do it, but this one you just add to a bucket, mix with a little bit of water, add to a mop or a brush, and just scrub the shit out. Let it dry out. It's good to go. It does not leave that crazy ass sheen or shine. So, which is kind of nice.
It leaves Charlie Sheen in their patio. It's just talking about tiger blood and
Check
shit.
it out.
No, so this is solid stuff. I met the gentleman was actually in pro window cleaning a couple months ago, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Mesa. If anybody wants to get together, I'd love to meet you guys. I've got some stuff I'm gonna be giving away." I cruised out to Mesa on a Saturday and met Jason. He's a nice guy. His product is pretty solid. I'll do a little demo of it today. I can't decide if I want to go live or not. But I got a big ass 22 mop because she has some huge, massive screens. So yeah, he said the best way to do it. I did it on a smaller job before, but with massive screens, I'll probably lay it down, get one of my poles out and just scrub. You know what I mean? So I actually have a little bit of power behind me and a little bit of friction, because you need a little bit of that to get this stuff off. Um, One of the things I use too is also um, Makers. What is the walnut pad? And I know some people think that depending on the type of screen that you have, a walnut pad does work well for those because it gets in that groove and it has a little bit of extra friction. So that's probably what I'll rock today. I
Or
like your pink. I like your pink bucket, Deeds.
It's my Eddie Stewart bucket. Yeah, Eddie Stewart. I mean, my customers, I don't want to say majority are women, but I like to rock and I'm comfortable with pink. So I carry, this is a newer bucket. It's not like 2 weeks old, but I bought this at Lowe's or Home Depot 2 weeks ago. What's in my bucket is the gutter scoop. This thing, it handles cleaning out gutters really well. I enjoy the shit out of it. And then the gutter gizmo, the Zero. They sell this on the Zero page. This will help pull the debris through the gutters to your ladder. So, like I said, I'm a pressure washer who cleans windows, but I identify as a gutter cleaner. Gutter cleaning is one of my favorite services because the area I live in is heavily live oaks, ash trees, pine trees, and a lot of 30 to 40-year-old homes. So they have a lot of shit on the roof. They have a lot of stuff in the gutters, and they need a trusted gutter guy. So customers that I do windows for, I'll send them gutter cleaning estimates, stuff like that. And because I do a lot of services, I get a lot of different services from customers,
definitely.
Like I do, window cleaning, pressure washing, driveway cleaning, stuff like that. So my schedule's starting to fill up, and we had a huge downpour about 2 days ago, and it was kind of a surprise, but we got like a couple inches in an hour. And
dude, Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah. Insane.
That was unreal.
Sideways, it was blowing wind, like water off of roofs up. Like I thought we were going to get a tornado where we're at.
That was some heavy rain. That was wild.
And it was during that rain, I had like 2 or 3 emails from customers. Hey, it's been a year since let's do it, So I've got gutter cleanings off of that, one window cleaning, gutter cleaning. So when the weather hits, it's good to promote yourself, do that next door post or the Facebook, reel, get your word out there. Touch base with your customers,
Or sometimes do it before, right?
Yes.
Hey, this is in the forecast, XYZ. Here's our pricing for this month.
Mm-hmm.
Schedule now before we book up.
Yep. And they know in advance when it's going to rain. Like, hey, we got showers this weekend. So a lot of times I'll get emails from customers. And when I get the email or call, I always try to put priority on the gutter cleanings because A, they're 1 to 2 hour jobs. I want to say easy. And B, the customer is calling you about full gutters. It's because they want them cleaned out now, not after the storm. So you try to get them and lock them in as soon as possible. So I always stagger my days to have like some free time in case I get a call for gutters. I lock them in for like a 2 hour slot, etc. Today I have an easy job. I was going to do this one Saturday, but we had the storm go through. And so I canceled and moved them, or not Saturday, I don't know, a couple days ago. But anyway, it's a makeup day today. So makeup day today. And then I don't know about you guys, but are you starting to see spring, Scott, that people are starting to call? And
oh man, yeah, the floodgates opened up last month. It was a little bit of a weird start to the first quarter. But we're alive and kicking and going full throttle.
Awesome. Yeah, my first couple of weeks of the first quarter were shit, and then the last 2 or the last of it was like, now we're still ahead. It's nuts.
Yep. I think that's almost industry wide. I don't know if it's the midterm year or whatever, but it was.
There's a lot of factions that are going, a lot of different things that are playing into it. I remember. Like you mentioned, the midterms and things like that, gas prices, there's a war going on. I mean,
are income tax returns higher this year? Like, are people getting a little bit more money back where they can,
I heard that it's about $600 larger than last year.
Okay.
I'm not sure, it's something that I read. I'm not going to quote the frickin'. I'm not going to divulge my source. I can't credit somebody because I don't remember where I read it. But yeah, and if that's the $600 that people need to get their windows and or decks cleaned and or gutters cleaned, then send them my way. I'll take that $600.
Yeah.
And Scott, I had a question. You do waterproofing, so you deal with caulking and sealing up windows on windowsills and stuff.
Yeah, we're full building envelope, like restoration and facade cleaning, and
What do you suggest for our visitors or our users, to get rid of silicone on the glass? What's your cheat sheet for nasty silicone? Is it WD-40? Is it a solvent?
Depends on what type of silicone and how long it's been on there. But I mean, usually I think the easiest is like mineral spirits.
Okay. Mineral spirits.
Interesting.
Painter's, yeah, a painter's choice. But that gets rid of silicone and stuff pretty well.
It should. I mean, like I said, it just depends. Polyurethane's different than. Anyways, yeah, I don't want to get to it. There's a lot of different ways. Silicone's not that hard to get off, though. I mean, if you trust the glass, you can just use a blade.
Okay.
But definitely charge for that too. Don't just do that.
Got it. Yeah, you're going to destroy a towel and stuff.
Yeah.
My poor towel.
So, we were just talking about the tax returns and whatnot. Jake says, and if anybody would know, it would be Jake. Senior couples are seeing their biggest refunds ever. So hit up your clients over 65. So
Nice.
call all of your senior citizen clients. I'm gonna go hit up Sun City real quick, which is our retirement community. We only have about 50 of them out here. Good morning, Disqueegee Chick. Happy that you're here today.
Scott, do you find like when reaching out to your customers, does your business do a 20 windows for 149 type special, anything like that? Because I get calls from people who are. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we don't do that much residential.
Okay.
It's maybe like I don't know. Like I wanted to grow it, but then there's so many residential companies where it's just not worth it. I just decided to grow the high rise sector. So
yeah.
Anyways, I think there's merit to it. We just don't do that much residential, so we don't have that those packages.
Gotcha.
Or whatnot, but
because I know you've got a bunch of guys, and you might want to try to keep them busy, but you got a lot of work going on when you got tall buildings and lots of drops.
Yeah, and we do residential really just for cash flow, and the guys want to break from cleaning on high rise buildings. So
that actually, you just brought up something great. When you were cleaning, and you weren't the boss, like your dad or whomever was the owner or the GM or whatnot. Okay, so your dad, when you were cleaning, did you have a style or a type of work that you preferred? Do you prefer to be dropping? Do you prefer to be on the glass, like nose to glass? Do you want to be out of residential? Do you want to be a commercial, or does it depend? Like, do you even care?
That's a good question. I liked being with the residential crews more just because I really was focusing on growing that sector. So I really kind of wanted to talk to customers and kind of coach the employees a little bit. Like, hey, let's not say that. Let's do this instead, sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, I really like that, and I like cleaning glass. Getting to go inside in the summer as opposed to only being on a high-rise building where you're the reflection of the sun is melting you. There's nothing you can do.
Yep.
Speaking of reflection on the sun, how are your eyes doing? I mean, we're not old yet. Are you in your mid to late 30s? Early 40s? Okay.
I'm 39.
So how's the eyes treating you? And do you wear eye protection? When I say eye protection, I don't mean like for rocks. I mean, do you wear polarized glasses? Do you wear sunglasses?
Definitely. Every day. Yeah, I have sensitive eyes because they're blue. And my son and I, I know. That's who I am now. I actually wear blue light blockers too at night.
Cool. Smart. Yeah. Blue light will mess your brain.
Yeah, and I definitely notice a difference too.
So as I'm aging,
yeah, definitely.
Oh, nice.
As I'm aging, I'm noticing my eyes are giving me more and more issues. So I'm gonna start trying my best to remember to grab my shades as I'm tipping out for the day. It's just like you said,
body changes, and you're gonna notice some differences.
And your body changes.
Yes,
definitely the case. My eyes, like everything is more sensitive. I feel like I'm squinting. And
you gotta get your cheaters. You got your readers.
I have readers in every room in my house. I usually have a pair or two in the car, but then whenever I need them, they're never where I need them. So you know how that goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you were to be on the glass today, Scott, let's say you were out there banging and slanging, what would be in your bucket? What would be your go-to? What would be on your hip?
What was always in my bucket was an 18 Ettore brass. Let's see, a boar's hair brush, a little thing of Dawn, just because, some A1, some blades, Triumph razor blades. What else was my favorite? I think it's the Ettore, the T-bar, the sleeve that has like the porcupine thing. Is that Ettore?
Is that the white and the blue?
Yeah. I think so.
Yes.
I think it's really good for,
Some
windows.
heavy duty scrubbing.
Yeah. Steel wool, white pads. That should be good. Right.
Have you had the opportunity to check out that gentleman, Michael Koleski's mag scrubber?
I want to. That thing looks dope. Thing's really cool.
I texted with him the other day, and then I started entering my information to purchase a couple of things, and then I hit done. But when I hit done, I thought that I was like, it was going to add up my cart, and then I could send it. But I guess I clicked on done, and it basically shut out all of my order. So I was like, damn, dude, I spent 5 minutes I've spent 5 minutes trying to find my readers that we were just talking about. And then I finally realized what the different things, he has like 8 or 10 different things on there. And I realized what I was purchasing, and I was like, all proud of myself. Yay, I did it. And then I X'd out.
Well, that's hilarious.
Wah, wah, wah,
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah, he did. So yeah, man. That thing
cool,
I'm
but
looking
are they working well? Is everyone kind of saying that they?
From my understanding, they're doing really well. He's also making some adjustments constantly, which is cool. Guys, creators that invent/create tools. When they take the feedback and do something with it, that's even cooler. So he's taken the feedback, added a couple of different tweaks, I guess, to different things, and he's coming up with some new items. He sold me what did he call it? NFC card. So I've got the little wooden business card, but it also is a tap to the phone that brings up my Google review page. So
nice.
Mike's a smart dude. He's trying to come up with another thing that adds basically the same thing, but to a keychain that is a squeegee logo, which is pretty dope. So he's got his hands in all sorts of cookie jars, and he's going to be the guest for us on Friday. So I'm really looking forward to speaking with him.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, should be awesome. All right, well, Scott, we're about to wrap up the Wednesday edition of Goo and Deeds. You've been around and popped in and out on the show enough to know that at this time of the show, what we'd like to do is give our guests a second or a minute or two to give some shout outs. Is there anybody that you would love to give a shout out to?
Yeah, let's shout out to my mom. She just had surgery. She's recovering. Love you, Mom. Shout out to you two for having me. And for WCR, Sorbo, World Enterprise for making all this possible.
Yeah, man.
You guys are awesome. Getting some new stuff from you guys, and the high-rise equipment is it's good. Shout out to my wife. My
wife.
There you go. I don't know why I missed that opportunity. Yeah, I think I'm good.
He said, yeah.
I just want to share something quick. Is when we were at one of the dinners at the banquet at the IWCA, I did notice you made a speech about the incoming presidency, and you had a moment with your father that was really sweet, where you embraced him. He was so proud of you. It reminded me of the Vegas Vacation, the Christmas one, where he plugged in the lights and they worked, and the father was so proud of Clark for getting it all set up, and it was just a sweet moment with your dad. He was so proud of you.
Let's say shout out to my dad too.
There you go. Shout out, Dad. We never catch the shout outs. So way to go, Dad.
Yeah.
Love you, Dad.
You're my boy, Dad. Jason. I want to thank everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Scott, for getting on here. We'll definitely get together and get a beer or something soon. I got 3 kids. It's a lot of fun over here on the west side.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it.
And so thank you guys for watching. Thanks everybody. WCR Zero, Chris, Alex, the reps, everybody. We thank you for all the work you guys do. Remember, right now, I think it's 15% off water-fed brushes or something going on with Zero. So go ahead and grab some gear.
I think it's 15% off everything on Zero. So there you go.
Yeah, get a gutter gizmo. This thing, put it on the end of your trad pole. It'll pull the debris to you. That's my shout out today.
Yeah, we use
Get
those.
it.
Those are awesome.
Shout out. All right, I'll give a shout out to my family. They're always here for me, supporting, just being awesome. Not a shout out to Fred because he's being a pain in the ass. Yeah, but basically to everybody who comes in Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and excuse me, and spends time with us. Um, Deeds and I have been doing this at almost 170 episodes now. I'm really excited when we get up on the days and get to spend time with each other and with our friends. And it wouldn't be the same without everybody that pops in. The comments, the flow. We appreciate everybody's commitment to showing up. It helps us want to continue to do this. So thank you again to WCR Zero and Sorbo, and to all of the communities that allow us to share in. Pro Window Cleaning Group, Window Cleaning Nation, the Flomies, all these cats, and some of the guys that are working really hard to put stuff out there too. The Gabe Gutierrez's, the Craigs, the Graces, the Sean Harts, the TJs, everybody who's putting Luke, all these guys who are putting content out. Everyone's just trying to get along and be better for our community. So let's just keep doing it. Let's just keep being better for the community. Let's just keep treating each other well. Let's treat each other with kindness, and let's keep on keeping on. Deej, you always tell people something at the end of the episodes. What do we do?
This week we're changing our resin. We're changing our rubbers. Resin, folks.
We are changing resin. Shout out to Kaylee too from Zero. She's the absolute best. We appreciate it. All the reps and all of the hard work that everybody in Florida, New York put into getting our gear to us. So, and last but not least, I want to thank you, Scott, for joining in, man. I know that it's hard to get these things going. Mornings can be tough, especially when you're trying to run a business and then be a president of an organization. So I know that time is valuable, and dad and a husband. So we appreciate you popping in. Anytime that you want to share any news with us, let us know. We usually leave Mondays open. Yeah, we usually leave Mondays open in case people want to have late breaking news. So if you have any late breaking news on Monday morning you want to share with us.
Okay, I got it.
Pop you in.
You know where we're at.
I'm just completely
do it. That'd be absolutely outstanding. Announce it on Goo and Deeds in the chat, not even on the show. That'd be fucking hilarious. So we want to say also thank you to the IWCA, because if it weren't for the IWCA, Mark and I wouldn't have made this connection and become such good friends. And this whole thing, it's amazing to me. We're just happy and blessed to be We're just happy and blessed to be in such good company with good friends and wonderful men and women across the country. So, and across the world, we're international, baby. I do want to say one last thing. Our hats are live. Say it. Our hats are live. Go get a Goo and Deeds podcast hat, Goo and Deeds World podcast. We'll throw a link up in the chat at the end of the show. I'm going to also throw a link for the Dirty Boys window screen cleaner as soon as I get off the line. So thank you to Tyler Levi Smith for sending that over. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. You told them to change your rubbers and your resin. I'm going to tell everybody, I hope your passion buckets are full. And if not,
Dirty white boys.
Keep coming back.
Be great, guys.
It is. Keep coming back. It works, man. I hope you guys have a great day.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Scott.
We'll catch you on Friday. Scott, you're the best, buddy.
Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.